What's up, guys? Saigan here. Oh my gosh! Perionen and I just got back from a movie. Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods is the best thing ever to happen to Dragon Ball ever. Like, I went in there really just kind of hoping that it was going to be better than LBRY, because LBRY was really terrible. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm actually a Dragon Ball fan. And, you know, say what you will about the series, but I think it's got a lot of good points. Anyhow, if you have ever been a fan of Dragon Ball, ever enjoyed this series, and then kind of maybe later you grew out of it because they do take 3 episodes to charge up to their full power, this movie is perfectly paced. It's perfectly paced. It's got the right amount of action, the right amount of comedy. Holy crap. You will laugh through almost the entire movie. My son just bust a gut next to me just watching the antics of all the characters on screen. And there was still a lot of, like, really, really good action. There was good music. The CG that was in it was used usually appropriately. It's still kind of, you know, obvious. I don't know how you feel about CG in your anime. I feel if it's blended well, then it's okay. Some people just freaking hate it. I felt that it was blended well and it fit everything. I don't have any words. It was better than Wrath of the Dragon, and that was a really good Dragon Ball movie. It's in one night. Seeing it once, it has completely toppled my other favorite, which was originally Dead Zone. Dead Zone has been my favorite Dragon Ball movie for the longest time. There have been some good ones, there have been some bad ones. Cough, LBRY. Wow, Battle of the Gods was so great. And I have to say, seeing it in theaters, which this was just, you know, it's a very, very short, quick event, the horrible little cheap theater that we have here in my town was, I don't think they were prepared for how many fans of the series there actually were. When we got in there, and tickets had been ordered in advance, you know, we didn't want to take that risk. You know, we've been to, like, the Doctor Who 50th anniversary special, that stuff, and we know these limited edition showings, even though Colorado Springs doesn't really seem like this nerd mecca, good Lord, we are here. We're all over the place. We're just really quiet about it. So this theater was tiny. It was a tiny, tiny theater. I think they only had like maybe 75 seats in there. It was packed. Every single seat had been sold. And when we got there, like, we got there half an hour ahead of time, you know, we already had the tickets ordered and everything, and, you know, we didn't want the kid to have to sit there in, you know, a massive line for a while when our seats were already assured. The line was coiling back out the doors of this tiny, tiny theater, and this line would have been big at one of the major theaters in town. We got there, like, right in time to hear them say, tickets are sold out, and so many people left angry. I am so sorry to all of you who missed this. I really, really am, because you missed out. It was so good. So good. I don't really have anything else to say. No, I do have something else to say about it. I was thinking about this, actually. Okay, so, being also a fan of Doctor Who and, like, Star Trek and, you know, various other things, and seeing how some series last longer than others, there's a lot of multi-generational series that are really good at bringing people together. And I realized tonight that Dragon Ball is a lot like Doctor Who. Stick with me. You have a wonderful protagonist who always tries his hardest, who always does his best to protect people and save the world. This is a very common thing. It's a very common trope. But it's not just that. It's in how the audience reacts to it. Going to see the Day of the Doctor special was absolutely incredible, because there were kids that, my son was there. He is 6. he loves the shit out of Doctor Who. He loves it so much. He was there, and there were people there who were like, 70 or 80, people who grew up watching Doctor Who from the old stuff, like, when it started back in the 60s. And it was just really cool seeing such a wide age range going there and enjoying it. And it was the same thing going to Dragon Ball. There was a father-son duo there dressed up like Goku. The son had like, the stupid golden wig that looks terrible on adults, but on a kid it's great. Just the whole movie, man. Guys, I am not a professional movie reviewer. I'm not. I can talk about games intelligently. I cannot talk about movies intelligently. Dragon Ball Z, Battle of the Gods, go watch it. It was awesome. I promise.